So, I think Kang is back. Can we talk about this? Can we talk about this, chat? I think Kang is back. Kang. Yeah, Kang. I think he's back. Okay, so we got to talk about this. Let me pull this shit up for you. This all has to do with casting for Spider-Man Brand New Day. Okay, and so I'll pull this up for you. We'll take a little peek skis over here, okay? It says here, breaking Spider-Man Brand New Day. Tremel Tillman has been offered or officially been cast as Spider-Man Brand New Day. Okay, and I instantly shared, Kang is back. And I bet, like I would venture to say, that many of you thought I was trolling. In fact, let me know, chat. How many of you guys thought I was fooling around? I was joking. I was trolling. Throw a 1 into the chat. So I'm going to tell you why I think this is actually real. Okay, I'm going to tell you why this is actually real. I think the most important reason that this is real is that in February it was reported that Kang was coming back and this guy was playing him. I mean, that's basically it. Stop it right there. That's basically all you need to know. And in fact, let's try to find. Let me try to see if I can find this here. Maybe I can find the. Who reported this? I'm pretty sure it was Snyder, but I'm not 100%. Yes, Jeff Snyder reported this. Okay, here's a quote right here. I'm told that Marvel has a plan to say goodbye to Kang. They're going to wrap him up. I think they want to give him the boot and just put to bed any... I think they're going to deal with Kang somehow. A small little thing. Probably in one of the Avengers movies. I heard Doctor Doom could be the one that kills him. Yep. And according to a reporter from February, Marvel has landed on Tillman as its new Kang. In the wake of this news coming out with Tillman, people said he's a villain, but not the main villain. Do you remember just a couple of weeks ago when all the scoopers did that thing where they were all like, holy shit, Spider-Man Brand New Day. Nobody's ready for Spider-Man Brand New Day. You don't understand what Kevin's cooking for Brand New Day. You remember all this shit? You know, they all had that like reaction. You know, I love that reaction too. Like, I love being like, oh my God, I heard this fucking thing. It's crazy, but I can't talk about it. You're not ready for this. I know what it is, but you don't get to know yet. I love doing that. So they all did that. We all know Spider-Man cooking. You know, Florence Pugh, okay. Maybe Anthony Mackie, damn. You know, maybe a little Venom stuff. All these different villains. Punisher, Hulk. This is a fucking stacked movie, bro. Like, what the fuck are they doing with this movie? And yet, we keep hearing, oh, it's way crazier than you think. Oh, there's way more going on than you think. You're not ready for this. And there's this big fucking secret villain. Interesting. So, tell you what I think's going on. I think Kang will show up in this movie. He might even pretend to be somebody else. Okay, so here's the other thing you got to watch for. And you're only going to hear this from Josh from Den of Nerds because he's the only motherfucker crazy enough to bring this up. I'm the only one that's going to put you on to this. Kang could pretend to be somebody else. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if in the next couple of weeks, they're going to tell you who he's playing. And it's not Kang. But Kang can wear many faces and he can hide. So there's like this character of Mr. Griffin in Marvel Comics, who's like a version of Kang that like pretends to not be Kang. Kang himself has not only used like robots and like time variance authority bullshit to pretend to be other people, but he himself has pretended to be other people in the comics as well. If anything, the one thing that Kang is known for in comics is being kind of fucking shady. Like, that's kind of the thing. Whenever Kang's in a story, you immediately have to be like, well, what's actually going on here? Like, because Kang is just, he's about shenanigans. Like, that's what he is. Like, the Kang character is full of shenanigans. So anyway, if I were Marvel, I'd want to deal with the Kang thing a little bit more definitively. And I'd probably want to do that before we got into Avengers Doomsday. And I will remind you that one of the very first things that came out about this movie is that Doctor Doom was going to be in it. Not only did My Time to Shine say that Doctor Doom was going to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day, although she probably framed it as slop. Not only did that happen, but the documentation that was first filed for this from Sony literally said that RDJ's Doctor Doom was going to be in the movie. So let me just tell you what I think's going on. I'm going to sort of call my shot, right? You know, like Babe Ruth used to come out, point out into the stands, knock the ball into the stands. We'll see. Maybe I'll get this one wrong. But I'm going to say it right now. I'm going to call my shot. Here it is. Ready? Kang is the secondary villain. Doctor Doom is the primary villain. And Doctor Doom will kill Kang in this film. And then we'll get into Doomsday. Kang will be dealt with. Doctor Doom will be a little bit more established. And then they'll cook. Yup. That's what I think it is. That's what I think it is, ladies and gentlemen. Destin was also going to direct the Kang Dynasty, yes. And now he's directing this, so yeah. Where does Hulk and Punisher fit into that? Well, here's what I'll say. There's something about Peter and the spell that I think has thrown off cosmic balance. And really, when I say that, I'm actually talking about He Who Remains balance. Okay? So it is possible that Peter Parker and what is going on with him, because here's something I keep thinking about, okay? Here's something I keep thinking about. I haven't fully developed this idea, but it's certainly something that I'm like playing around with. So if Doctor Strange vaguely remembers the Prime universe where the Fantastic Four were there, and that's partially why he refers to them as a band, right? Which is something Alex talked about. Well, isn't that like weirdly similar to the spell that Steven cast that gets the entire multiverse to forget Peter Parker? Like, aren't those really similar ideas? And is it possible that forgetting who you are, or a spell that gets a person to forget who they are, is it possible that that causes some kind of cosmic, or maybe, you know, having to do with eternity? Is there some kind of decay that could be happening there? Right? Is there something about Peter forgetting who he is that's going to interfere with maybe the spell or the concepts that Kang used to get everybody to forget about the Prime universe? Like, do you see what I mean? Like, there's maybe something there. So, like, Peter, and although this movie could very much just be like basic Spider-Man, you know, adventure, feels like it's that dialed up to 12, the Amazing Spider-Man energy or whatever. What if some of the stuff that's being done in this film is something that Kang's doing? Because he's like, bro, you're fucking with the timelines. You're fucking with my plan here. I can't let this happen. And then Doctor Doom swoops in, and he's like, your plan's bullshit, dog. We're over you. It's Doctor Doom time now. Something like that, maybe? Something like that, maybe? I don't know. Could be kind of cool. But I'm telling you right now, I'm saying it's Kang. I'm saying it's Kang. Right now, that's my take. It's Kang. He's playing Kang.